So guys, it's been brought to my attention that there's a little bit of drama going throughout the Attack on Titan community. I've been a part of the Annie-tuber community for almost 8 years now. My first video was posted in 2013, so holy crap, that's ridiculous, wow. And I gotta admit that drama is nothing new in this department. The anime drama is really just kind of a normal thing. A lot of people just kind of get really passionate about this stuff, and passion for this medium is great. I feel like I think you should be passionate about things that you like, and expressing your opinions on them is never a bad thing, so long as you do it in a cordial and respectful way and you respect the opinions of others as well. So it was brought to my attention by a few of my viewers. I got a couple emails earlier this week, and I kind of wanted to get my thoughts together because I had no idea what was going on. I tend to keep my head out of drama. I don't really like to be a part of it. I don't really like to talk about it either. I'm not here to cause drama or egg drama on or anything like that. I'm just here to talk about some anime and have some fun, guys. I only want good vibes on my channel. But this one was brought to my attention because I really feel like the fandom has gone a little too far with this one. There was a couple things that I've heard, and one of them is that the fandom has started attacking the director of the episodes for Attack on Titan on Twitter. They called the director out, like, directly, and said, like, hey, you guys made a bad choice with the background music for when Eren transformed in episode 5, which I was like, what? I was like, that's a really specific thing to get angry about, in my opinion. I think that's a little ridiculous, if I'm being honest. Apparently the argument was that the song You See Big Girl, which I still think is kind of a funny name for a song, but You See Big Girl should have been played when Eren transformed, and I'm not gonna lie, when I picture that, does that sound awesome? Yeah, I have to admit that actually sounds like a pretty cool idea. I'm gonna throw a clip in here and see if I can make it look cool. Like, yeah, when I think about it, You See Big Girl would have fit really good there, but I didn't really think about it. I thought the scene where he transformed was fine. I was kind of just focusing on the epicness of the transformation. I didn't really care much about the music. And another criticism I've been hearing about is, of course, with the CGI usage in Season 4, just as a whole for Titans. This is not a new argument. This has kind of been a thing, a criticism of Season 4 ever since Episode 1. One of the biggest ones was about the Beast Titan and how the Beast Titan looked in Episode 1.
Look how they massacred my boy.
And it just became more prevalent after last week's episode because they used CGI so much for the Titans, since it was a Titan on Titan fight. Now, I have also criticized the CGI usage in Attack on Titan throughout the run. A lot of people think that the Studio Wit never used CGI. That was incorrect. They used it. They did use it as well, and I didn't like their CGI either. Throughout the entire run of Attack on Titan, and really just in anime ever, I don't really like CGI. And the main reason for that is because I am such a big fan of the anime art style. The art style and design of anime is kind of what pulled me and is one of the strongest factors as to why I got into anime in the first place. I'm a really big fan of the art style. I love the way anime looks and the way it's designed and how it differentiates across all these different studios. I just love 2D animation, and I appreciate how difficult it is to actually get that shit going. Like hand drawings and shit, guys, like, being an animator sucks. It is a really hard job, especially in Japan. They have the worst work schedules. Like, mangakas, man, like, oh my god, I can't even imagine how difficult it is, like, putting out a chapter week by week and week. Like, that is just so much drawing. It is a absolute death march sometimes to be an animator. I know this. So I really appreciate it when animation and 2D animation or manga or anything like that, like just the drawings in general, are really well done. I really appreciate the amount amount of work that goes into that, and I know how hard it is to actually get this stuff to look good. So when they throw CGI in anime, the juxtaposition of how it looks when there isn't any CGI, when there is CGI, it kind of just breaks me out a little bit. Like it just kind of like, whoa, that's a big difference in how it looks, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of why I don't like it. However, once again, you shouldn't be attacking any sort of studio for their use of CGI. So one big thing that I think a lot of people are not aware of is that Mappa was kind of like a knight in shining armor coming into the rescue for Attack on Titan Season 4. Studio Wit was not going to animate this season, and no one wanted to do it. No one wanted to animate Season 4 of Attack on Titan because of, first of all, the COVID pandemic, and also there was a bunch of scheduling issues and stuff, and no one wanted to do it. I think Studio Wit was too busy animating some other stuff, and Mappa swooped in and gave us this season. Like without Mappa, we would not be getting this probably until at least another year. So Mappa came in and saved all of us for waiting another year for Attack on Titan Season 4. That's something that needs to be appreciated. And another thing is that the production schedule for Season 4 has been absolutely horrendous. So I'm not surprised that they did use CGI. Am I disappointed that there's CGI in it? Am I not a big fan of how the CGI looks compared to the traditional animation? Of course. But I'm not gonna attack the studio. I understand there were limits on what they could do, and they did the best they could, and it's still Attack on Titan, guys. Like, if you watch me and my friend's episode 6 reaction video, the entire time, I was like, oh, there's CGI. In my head, I was like, CGI, like, I'm not a big fan of how it looks, but I didn't care at all in the big scheme of things. I was too busy freaking out over the story and what was happening and the action, and I was just appreciating what I was watching, and I was blown away by it. Like, it was still amazing. The CGI didn't ruin my experience at all. As you can see, I didn't even mention it because I was just enjoying the story. And that's the thing about Attack on Titan, guys. That's the driving thing behind it. It's the story. The animation of Attack on Titan is not what brought me into the fandom. It's not what keeps me around, just because it looks good. It has looked good. It's looked good for a while. But that's not what made me stick around. What made me stick around was the story of Attack on Titan. The plot, the characters. Like, I view how good an anime looks as kind of like toppings on top of a sundae, Like, does it increase the ice cream's quality when you have toppings on it? Sure, but even if it doesn't have good toppings on it, you're still left with a bowl of ice cream that tastes delicious. The base of any anime is its story and characters, in my opinion. That's what makes an anime good. Like, I can look past whatever it looks like. Like, if Attack on Titan was claymation, if Attack on Titan was a musical, I would still watch it because the story is just that good. That's what keeps me around, not the animation. And all in all, I really believe that Mappa has done a good job, and I seriously believe that they did the best they could. Like, in a couple of episodes that I reviewed, I've praised like how they look with the fluid animations. Someone told me they used an animation technique that cost $1 a frame, so they spared no expense with this. They really did go all out with this anime production, and I appreciate what they've done. And like the fact that they're giving this to us when no one else would have given it to us is already praiseworthy in and of itself. So for people to go out and attack the studio and the directors over certain design choices and certain production contingencies they had to follow in order to get the season out, that's just way too much to me. It's entirely within your rights to criticize certain things you think about an episode. Like, I think it's totally fine to say you're not a big fan of CGI and you don't really like CGI in anime. I think that's totally fair to say because I also am not a huge fan of CGI in anime. I think it's totally fair to say you think that UC Big Girl would have been a better soundtrack. I think that also would have been really epic. Now that I think about it, I didn't really think about it, but like when I picture UC Big Girl playing when Eren transforms, yeah, I think that would have been a good idea. That would have worked out really good, in my opinion. However, to go after the director and the studio and directly and at them on Twitter, like, come on, guys. I think that's a little too much here. And like I said, I think true Attack on Titan fans, we're not really bothered by any of these choices. Do I wish it wasn't CGI? Oh, sure, of course. But do I accept it? Absolutely. Am I really bothered by the soundtrack? Actually, not at all. I think the soundtrack has been really great. You know, it's been stellar the entire way. And the soundtrack is not one of my complaints, but, you know, to each their own opinion. But guys, look, don't be attacking Studio Mappa. Studio Mappa's done a really good job, all things considered. Considering the environment we're in now, where everything's getting shut down, everyone's under these tight constraints, everyone has to change their lives and how they do things. Like, the fact that we're even getting this at all should be praised. So it just blows my mind that people were actually like attacking Studio Mappa when the fact that they have been busting their ass to give us this. And like I said, I'm not saying you can't criticize, you know, the anime, because that's just bullshit. You should be allowed to criticize and do it in a respectful way though. Like, you know, like going after the studio and saying the studio is shit because they put some CGI in there because they didn't have any other choice is bullshit. I think that's a bullshit argument, and I don't think that's something you should do. I don't think you should be attacking the studio. I think it's totally fine to say that, oh man, I really wish the Beast Titan wasn't CGI. I do too, okay, that's totally fine, but attacking Mappa and the directors, like, guys, come on. Like, guys, if you're a part of the Attack on Titan fandom, like, can't we just appreciate that we're getting a continuation to this story? Like I said, if this was a claymation, if they decided to make Season 4 claymation, I would still watch it because I want to know what's going to happen in the story. I'm just glad that I'm getting a continuation to this story. I don't care what it looks like, I don't care what it is, and I'm thankful that Studio Mappa's giving it to us in an acceptable format in anime, and like, that's awesome, like, I love it. And so that's my thoughts on it, guys. I really think that these people kind of went a little too far, attacking Mappa, attacking you know, the directors. These guys have been busting their asses, guys. Like, seriously, being an animator is a hellfuck job. It sucks balls, especially in Japan, where they just have these ridiculous hours that they have to pull, and it's a freaking death march, guys. It sucks to be an animator in Japan with all the scheduling conflicts and everything that was going on. Like, the fact that they've given us this presentable, relatively good-looking product is something that should be praised, and like everything. And so is there flaws with it? Absolutely. I'm not saying that you can't point out those flaws, but you guys, we need to be respectful about it, and we shouldn't be personally attacking anyone a part of Studio Mappa. That just seems wrong to me. You know, let's just all enjoy this. I don't understand why we can't all just, you know, sit back and enjoy this stuff and talk about it. So guys, that's just kind of my thoughts on the whole situation. Like I said, I'm not really big into getting into anime drama, but that's just like my thoughts. I really think we need to be respectful of Studio Mappa. I think criticisms are totally fine, but going after the studio themselves and attacking the director, that's a step too far in my opinion. I think we need to pull it back a little bit. But I want to make it very clear, don't be afraid to criticize anything. If you want to express your opinion on something, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. No one should be allowed to suppress your opinion. That's not what I'm saying. Just go about it in a respectful manner, guys, and respect the opinions of others. You have your own opinion and everyone else has theirs. I think we all need to keep in mind that our opinions is just one in a large group of opinions, and that we need to be respectful of other people's opinions and learn from them as well. Hear them out, listen to what they think, and maybe you can learn something yourself. So guys, that's my thoughts on the whole situation. I hope you guys liked this video. Thanks for watching to the very end. It's not a big, you know, video for me. This is just kind of me sitting down talking to you guys about my thoughts on the whole situation, because apparently people wanted my thoughts on this, even though I don't think my opinion on this thing is really all that important. But that's my thoughts on it. You know, it just seems like we're going a little too far. Let's pull it back, guys, and I really want to just be here and enjoy this season with you guys, and I hope you guys will be sticking around for the rest of the ride of Season 4, because I really think it's going to be amazing, and so far it's been really great. I've had nothing but positive things to say about how the story's been progressing, and you know, I really think that this is going to be an amazing season, guys. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Leave all your comments, thoughts, concerns in the comment section below. I love to hear from you guys and talk to you guys, and if you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, and it'll also let you guys be informed of when I post in the future. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.